I liked it better when I could mute the commercials. Like, I've got the stream muted, but you can't mute the commercials.
They'll get you one way or another.
Kotaku has been pretty annoying to me.
That site is never not annoying to me.
Ha!
Oh, there's a Welshman on the screen.
There's always a Welshman on the screen.
Whether you know it or not, there always is.
I have to say the irony of you wearing a Superman shirt is somewhat humorous.
What's wrong with Superman shit?
Yeah.
Nothing other than I know the size of you, so that was probably purchased at like the kids department.
No. It was stolen from the kids' department.
Get it
I
right.
beat up some kid, and is it Palm Sunday? It is Palm Sunday.
It is.
All right. I'm guessing Breezy's not coming along, so.
That guy.
He's been reclusive lately.
Okay. Well, let's start.
Maybe he's on a walkabout like hobbits tend to go.
It could be. It's April 13th, 2014, and you're watching Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games. I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Hey, you're watching episode 421 of Mods on Air, bringing you the week in gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. I am foyleman, and also on the show today we have with us Welshy. Hello, Welshy.
Hello.
Hello, and we have Stryder with us. Hello, Stryder.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, and also Ham is with us. Hello, Ham.
Hey, guys.
Hey, so before I begin, let me remind you all that the show is recorded live. You can join us, message about the topics as we discuss them, and or not. But everything that you see and hear here will be thrown over to the MODSonair.com website, especially at the end of the week. And you can go over there and look at all the past episodes, including last week's, in case you missed it. It's all right. It's over there right now. All right. There may be some adult language or themes.
Saved for posterity or posterior or
Posterity.
Evidence.
saved as evidence. That's never good. That is not a good way to put it.
Evidence of what transpired. Okay. So,
This call will be recorded for training
For legal
purposes, security, or something like that.
Quality control.
Quality control.
anything you say can and will be used against you.
Yeah. In other words, please try not to yell at our employees. They don't like it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about some stuff that went on last week right after the show. Welshy and I downloaded and played with Visceral Cleanup.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mopped it up.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We got a
spent
janitor on.
a good hour and a half mopping.
Got our janitor on. Janitor training.
And truly, that's all it is. But it was, for $7, it was entertaining for the hour or two, and I kind of enjoyed it. I don't think it has a lot of replayability, but it also has multiplayer, which is a little broken. When they fix that, it should be good.
Dueling mops.
No, you both have to help each other clean up the same area.
Co-op mop.
Co-op janitor.
But the thing that was happening with us is I would get this weird kind of like desync where stuff wouldn't work for me. So it was weird, and I just kept disconnecting and come back, and it was just it was horrible. But
Up is not working.
So the other guy would clean something up and you'd still see it.
yeah. But I did check out the the little expansions they've done, and they are a lot better.
Really, doing the base game?
Yeah, new closets, new hallways,
New
New
mops.
hallways, new mops.
cafeterias.
White glove inspection.
Well, it's not cafeteria cleanup so much as the space battle just went on, and now you have to clean up after it. So there's a lot of body parts.
body parts and like shotgun shells everywhere, and
A lot of mopping and then cleaning off your mop, and then mopping and then dipping your mop back into the bucket, and mopping and putting it back in the bucket, and then accidentally stepping in blood and realizing you have to clean up all your footprints, and then picking
doing
up
what I was doing and hitting the wrong button and like physically whacking the bucket onto the floor.
and making a bigger mess. You actually have to go. It goes so far as to make you pick up bullet shells, casings.
Because you don't want kids finding them. So this space battle just occurred in like a kindergarten,
And there's no vacuum.
and
So-
and you don't want kindergarten kids playing with weapon casings. And
I don't know. It was, for what it cost us, it was fun for about an hour.
So you're
Ah.
satisfied.
irony.
Oh, there was a flamethrower somewhere in there, right?
Oh yeah, I found the flamethrower.
So that when you picked up the bloody parts, it wouldn't make things more bloody. You can burn them first and then pick them up, and then you have to clean
Ah.
up the scorch. But
That's not a bad deal. Do you have to put things back in their proper place?
I'm not
Okay, so
sure. But you do
back
have to, incinerate all the stuff that you make waste of.
Biohazards.
Right. Exciting.
Is that an aperture mug?
No,
It is.
it is. Oh, his.
Mine is, yeah.
Okay.
I got
All
it
right.
some time ago.
So
I work there.
let's move on to some other stuff. Right now we have PAX East going on. That should be over in Boston. But during that show, there was an announcement that PAX South is going to be occurring in Austin, Texas, in January.
Is this a new thing, PAX South?
Yes,
Yeah, look at that.
brand new. Does anybody remember what PAX East was like on the first year?
Sold out. It was in the middle of the desert. There was a lot of people bitching that it was hard to get to and hard to get accommodations because they weren't prepared for it. There
Wait,
wasn't.
I'm talking about PAX East, not PAX Prime.
PAX East in
Yeah,
Boston.
You said something about the
It was-
desert.
Well, it was in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
I shouldn't say the
That's
desert.
it.
It was in the middle of nowhere. And they had problems with transportation to and from the facility and that type of things. But I mean, it seems that it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger every
Right.
year. And that said, it's what, 3 or 4 years now. It's PAX East has been running.
Yeah. I have a buddy there now.
They're you know, they don't tend to make a bugger up of it because PAX is actually, you know, it's a decent show to go to. So hiccups, you know, same as we had hiccups going to PAX Prime with ticket acquisitions and things like that, and counterfeit tickets and lines, and you know, are they better? Probably not, but hey, it's taking place in January.
Mid-January, like 14th or something, yeah.
Yeah, which essentially means they're going to be running a show. It looks like they're going to be targeting a show every 3 months for PAX.
23rd to 24th.
When's Australia? I don't remember what the date is. I'm just wondering if that's what they're doing.
Australia is between East and Prime.
Okay.
So that's essentially what I think
Yeah.
is going to happen. We'll have PAX South, then PAX East, then PAX Australia, then PAX Prime
Wow.
Okay.
in a year. That's a lot of paxing.
That is. I'd be down to go to PAX South just because I'm pretty close to San Antonio. It looks like not Austin.
I'll go. I've always wanted to go to Texas just for the hell of it. So
They don't have very many fish in Texas.
No. You won't be eating a lot of
Especially
seafood.
good.
I'd love to go back to Austin. That place is weird and cool. But I'll settle for San Antonio. I've never been there.
What is also
So,
3-hour
yeah, it's
drive
gonna
out?
be a-
4-hour drive out?
It's going to be two
Like 6 or 7.
two shows in
Oh.
quick succession there, I guess, eh? Of Prime and then South this year.
Well, Prime is. Well, I guess yeah. If you think about it, yeah.
September 1st.
Prime, then a few months later, South, yeah. But
Okay.
it's far enough out.
Yep, it's something for us to talk about, consider. First up, though, we have I think the next conference is going to be E3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, going on, talking about some more stuff that's going on the current PAX East that's going on. They had a panel discussion going on about, the bullish PC market. How PC gaming is not dying or dead. It is still very big. And one of the reasons why you don't see a lot of big numbers, they're talking about how it's too fragmented because everybody has a custom PC. So I don't understand why their numbers are like, well, a PC with this configuration, a PC with that configuration, and not adding them all up and saying, here's all of PC.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
It's probably because these lists are put together by console manufacturers and supporters.
Any way that you can promote your own, like you can take any sort of statistic and twist it to mean what you want.
It's like asking 100 old people, do you like rap music? And like maybe one or two of them go, yeah. Oh, so by only
2% of people.
Yeah, like rap music. Fact.
You can't argue with it. We asked 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Well, they say that total yearly industry-wide revenue for PC games is $24 billion.
It's a lot of billions.
This is just another. There's like a topic like this every other week that I see. And it's been just substitute the word console and then it's PC gaming.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, I just don't even care anymore. So yeah, right. I'll just keep playing on my PC, which is still twice as powerful than the PlayStation 4. So have fun.
Yeah.
Game on what you like to game on.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
Have some fun.
Yeah. Okay. But then going over, and I think I skipped one there, didn't I?
Nope.
No, that is it. Okay, so what else is going on over at PAX East? I don't know. I mean, there really is not a lot of news. I have a couple of gaming articles to talk about later on, but I'm not going to say that that's because of PAX East. That's just because of general news.
I think it's because PAX East is going on right now, so it is this weekend. We'll see news this following week about everything that happened.
I think today's the last day, and the only photos that I'm seeing is cosplay.
Yeah, which
The biggest event at PAX East is cosplay.
yeah. Well, that's one of the other things about PAX Prime is it is the last show of the season in North America. So that's when you see everybody's got their cosplay costumes all 100%ed and everything like that, and they're all out there in their glory, and some of them not so much so.
That's an appropriate word. In their glory. Their glory. All right. Microsoft.
Don't diss the cosplayers, man, because it's the people that do it. Most of them do it upright.
Do it well.
Most?
Oh
no.
Yeah, there's
some do it upright. Most do not.
Yeah. No, come on.
Yes, I absolutely believe that most do not do it upright. Most of them you would wish didn't show up.
No, there's some of them I've seen that were like,
2 years ago or 3 years ago, what was it? They all came with pillows and underwear because of some sort of Sims game that was...
No.
Oh, jeez.
Well, and there was that League of Losers cosplay competition there too, and so everybody was the same character over and over. So,
all right.
Anyways, moving on. Moving on.
Yeah, we'll talk about how Microsoft is still trying not to make sure that they have a console for gamers, but a console for entertainment only, by coming up with 6 brand new TV series for the Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh.
Series number 1, Red Ring of Death. Western.
Halo, the television series, produced by Steven Spielberg.
It'll be a documentary.
Let's attach a big name to it, and it's automatically just gonna be good somehow. Doesn't matter what
Just
the
6
content.
hours of people jumping around on trampolines.
Yeah.
William Shatner's Halo or what?
Another one, which apparently requires multiple film documentaries, is The Rise and Fall of Atari.
Oh, God.
Microsoft is like, haha, they failed first. That's essentially, and the funny thing is they're not catching on to the fact that they're following in that exact same roadmap. Like Microsoft is just not visualizing, change the word Atari to Microsoft, and hey, we're on that path.
Another one is going to be, this is going to be a big one, a live coverage of the Bonnaroo Music Festival.
The what?
Haven't you heard of the Bonnaroo Music
Come
Festival?
on.
Jeez, man.
Is that
Manchester, Tennessee?
Where the fuck is Manchester, Tennessee?
Yeah, you'll get to see Elton John there. Let's see.
Yep, go on.
What's another good one? None of them. Lionel Richie will be there.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And Kanye West. Maybe they'll do a duet.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
That's the Shatner cover version. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
No, okay, I'm done looking. That's in June.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
That is funny.
Here's one called Every Street United, which is an unscripted series
Oh.
about
The hell's-
soccer or football, whichever way you want to see it.
An unscripted series about football. A bunch of people just falling down. He touched me! Or get off the show.
Another Halo series.
Oh, you need two.
You need to,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Yep.
my goodness.
And
Because
one
what you're going to do while you're not watching the Halo series, you got to watch the other Halo series.
and
Here's the thing.
Hmm?
Nobody asked for this. Nobody wanted this.
multiple Halos.
Nobody wanted the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for the Xbox One.
I'll give you one more. A bold
Nobody
new
wanted
drama
Windows 8.
called Humans.
Human.
Oh, what?
It's called Humans. It's from a UK broadcaster, Channel 4. So maybe that means
Is
something
that
to you.
because most of the people that play Xbox don't really go outside that much? So it's like, oh,
Maybe.
look. That's what normal people do.
And where does Microsoft sort of get off saying that, yeah, we've got people who are definitely going to want to watch this? Like, that we've
Well, you
got
can't-
enough of a base.
But if you can't do anything else with the Xbox One,
Well, I think
can't
this
play
is just
games on it.
I think they're trying to build some sort of promotion where they all do not only a TV series like this, but they also want to promote the idea of there is video. Go here and watch your video. This is your entertainment system, which is why I think they now have this direct upload to YouTube. So that not only are you going to get these
Segue. Look at you, I wasn't
professionally,
ready for that.
they're not only going to get ready for these professionally made videos, but they're going to get ready for these crap videos that make you
Unprofessional,
want to
shitty videos.
wish you never purchased your Xbox Gold Live to begin with.
Which essentially, then you have to turn around and say, you know what, every one of these videos is, you don't have the rights to broadcast this or that.
So this is
All the
uploaded.
copyright infringement things.
good.
So
I don't know, maybe it'll be just like the PS3, which you have a bunch of people doing sexual acts in front of the camera. That's no joke. Oh, PS4, I'm sorry. I said 3.
I don't want to watch your noob headshot videos.
I think my brother says, I'm really kind of interested in the Xbox One, and if they immediately come out with the new Elder Scrolls for Xbox, I'll get it. And both of those statements is wrong.
Solid advice from a man that bought a poster from a homeless man.
from a man that pretended to be gay for free
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
See, equal opportunity sexist. See? All right. What else?
Oh, Nick.
Give him his credit. Give him his credit. That weekend was 10 times more fun, just purely because of that.
It was. It was. There was a story every morning.
Yeah.
Well, we also have this other story that Microsoft is working on Xbox 360 emulation for the Xbox One, so that you can play all those discs, I guess, or something that you had previously.
Not until the Xbox One completely fails, and they have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of them just allowing the disc to read. That's essentially all it is.
It's for backwards compatibility, yeah.
Yeah, the only reason that they don't want that is they want you to have to purchase the games again.
Oh, of course.
So after they release Halo the complete series for the Xbox One, and it doesn't sell, then they'll make them backwards compatible. It's companies that do this actually piss me off to no end, because that is strictly nothing but money grabbing. It's like if they come out with a new version of encoding, or a new, they went from vinyls to tapes to CDs to MP3s. Now there's probably going to be something else in the works in the future that's even far beyond that for music. You're going to have to buy it, all your albums again if you want it in the newest thing. Is stupid. It's saying, you've got this on tape, CD, LP, MP3, and now this new one comes out, but it can't play any of those, and there's no way to turn it into that. You have to buy it. That's just a money grab.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine it's also along the lines of, crap, we don't have a lot of depth for our games, so we'll bring back the old stuff, because then people will buy the console. Won't be so, I don't have anything to play.
Well, that's, and that goes back to these consoles that are coming out now that are like, oh, you can do all this stuff for it, but there's no games for it, so people aren't buying it, and these consoles are inevitably going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention a lot, but does Xbox One and PS4, do they have big catalogs or considerable catalogs for the time they've been out yet?
No.
No, I think we're still looking at the initial rollout, right?
And what's really interesting is there's a lot of games that are already out for the Xbox One, particularly PS4, where they're going, yeah, we're doing a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One remake, or not a remake, but an update. So it's not even that it's new stuff; it's just the same game with update. It's like, yay, still not a lot to play.
Yeah, because it was so much fun to play on the Xbox 360. I have to play that same game again.
Yeah.
Oh, there's your innovation right there.
Well, unfortunately, that sums up the entire gaming industry. The trend of the gaming industry is lack of innovation. Replicate, don't innovate, which is unfortunate because it's stupid. You end up beating a dead horse
with your mop. See, that's innovative.
With your mop.
But again, that's a phone game. That is a phone type game. No, I'm not. I haven't played it. I'm just saying, if there's no replayability and it's fun for an hour and that's it, that's a phone game.
They have a bunch of maps, but I have no inspiration to go and play them.
Pick it up.
It's the same.
Pick it up for 99 cents. Play it. Tired of it. Uninstall it. Never think about it again. Flash in the pan.
There was one level I did not play in that visceral cleanup, and that was one where they had zero gravity.
Oh,
so
yeah,
everything you had to clean up was also floating.
I know. You know what they need to add, which I think they did add in the little expansion, is a save game button. Because I would get 2/3 of the way through cleaning one little room, and then it's like, oh, there's a whole map to clean still. But if I could save it, I could come back later and start and just jump back in and clean. Oh, I'll clean this room today. Yeah, that's a house to clean.
Tourist, one room at a time.
Yeah. And it's an indie game. They're doing it in the UDK. I give them points for that.
I thought one of the reasons for using UDK was because the not only the FPS portion of it was pretty much there, but so was the multiplayer. and apparently that is not true. Multiplayer
Well, I
is
think
not there.
The problem they've got is they've got so many physics objects going on in that game, because it's all the the decals for the blood, and it's all dynamically updating constantly.
Well, that sounds like a big mistake, yeah.
The laundry game will be on the Wii. I thought we already saw that with the Wii iron and the
And the Wii washboard.
the Wii washboard.
the Wii make me a sandwich.
Yeah.
If we can come up with the Wii jug, we can have a band.
Call it the Wii wife training. The Wii jug.
Okay.
Use the PS4 controller and you blow on that ball.
One of us got like a banjo that's just like an ice cream like tub with an elastic band on it. Ding, 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 ding.
That'll work for my Oculus. Finally, a game I can play with the Oculus.
Oh. Actually, I saw something about the Oculus and a game that was being developed for the Oculus, and this guy had an arcade set up in his basement. Essentially, there's pinball machines and some coin ops there, and he had 2 light cycles set up, and you could play Tron light cycles with the Oculus on, so you look around and you see what's going on. You can lean on the light cycles, and that implementation of it would probably work quite well, depending on what the game was. Like they didn't show a lot of actual gameplay. They showed him just how it was working and the physics of leaning on the bike and turning, and how he could actually steer the bike and look around. And so,
yeah, well, we've talked about this before. I reckon it's going to be a lot better for simulation type games like that, where you're driving a race car or you're piloting a spaceship or something, where you're in a fixed position, like your body's in a fixed position. It's why me and Breezy were saying it may be kind of useful for armor when you're flying the helicopter or you're driving the tank.
Mm-hmm.
You have that free look of your head, whereas
they're even trying to do the movies. We have like this weird device that I'm showing on the screen. You'll see in about 35 seconds. Is the crazy camera that they want you to do, and then there's a second one that I threw up on the screen. That gets you the idea. All right.
what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Looks like a mine. The second one doesn't, but the first one did. It looked like a undersea mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that on the list somewhere I should be posting for?
That was last week's. So it's at the skip at the bottom, if you want.
Oh, okay. Well, might as well. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Borderlands. The next Borderlands game is for the Xbox 360 and PS3.
Only?
Yes.
That's weird. They aren't even considering PS4 or Xbox One.
Number 16.
The pre-sequel? What the... If you take that and dissect what they're saying, the pre-sequel, it is the exact same fucking thing that you've already played.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So far, it's only in pre-alpha version.
Oh, pre-alpha.
I was sure I read something somewhere. I guess it wasn't on this page about the game. About how it kind of gets to the point that the guy who's in charge of this is really not interested in this kind of gameplay. Something like that.
Well, but I kind of imagine that's a common thing, where the people that are actually right at the top of game development studios don't actually even enjoy these types of games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You will get to play as Claptrap, they say.
See, and I don't like that. Having him go around and voicing random things. That's part of the the humorous draw of this game. Playing as him would just wreck it because it removes that bit of fun. It'd be like playing as Tiny Tina, and you lose all that voice acting.
We have Finger, the gladiator. We also have Wilhelm. Now, Wilhelm was from Borderlands 2 as well. And one of the ones that we're really excited about is bringing Claptrap.
So it is also going to be on PC. It's coming out this fall. And why are they doing it on older technology or older engines? Because they want to work on making this a great multi-platform game, not necessarily the best-looking game, but the best.
In other words, they want to fire this out pretty quickly and don't want to have to develop for a new system.
Oh, hang on a sec now. Think about Borderlands and Borderlands 2. It's essentially a cell-shaded game. There's no reason for it to be on the latest technology. You're not going to gain anything from it, other than perhaps larger environments. But even then, the environments that we're playing on now are pretty vast.
Have longer jumps, have double jumps. I can hover, I can fly.
Oh, good, rocket packs.
Well, you're playing on the moon, so it's going to be low gravity.
Oh, you'll love that.
I think they made it low gravity was fun, so they were like, how can we make this part of the game? I know, let's put it on the moon.
It's almost reminiscent of what was that game that we saw at PAX and it took forever to come out and it finally came out and it was nothing like what they said it was going to be.
Colonial Marines or something?
No. It was huge and loud the first year we were there, Eric. Big Blue Firefall.
That still hasn't really come out, has it?
I don't know.
No, it's out. You could, well, I don't know. It just kind of, technically it's out. If like released and faded, it's just.
Yeah, that game is in development hell.
Yeah, you can already give them your money. Can't play it. Is that how it works?
Yeah. Give us the money up front. Maybe we'll consider giving you something.
And then, so yeah, that to me. Yeah, see, and that's the other thing. You got Titanfall remake is what Gumby just said. Because Titanfall came out and they've got rocket packs now, we're going to see an influx of games with floaty around and shoot and stuff like that. So I just there's a severe lack of creativity in this industry. I'm a critic. I'm a cynic. That almost sounded like a rap line.
Don't start rapping.
You should team up with that guy from the other week.
Oh, no. Let's not even bring up that memory ever again. Like that. It took me a week to scrub that horrible rap music out of my head. Oh.
So this is basically going to be a standalone expansion pack. It seems like for Borderlands. That takes place between the original and the sequel.
We don't know if it's between them or if it's just a remake of the same one.
Oh.
What?
It's the next line of the rap. The microphone abuser.
All right. Here's one. PlayStation. Well, that's Claptrap. That's not one. PlayStation 4 is getting a game you can play using your voice.
If the PlayStation 4 came out and it looked like Claptrap, I would have to buy one, I think.
Does anybody here want to play a game? Well, no, you know what? Maybe most of us here yell at the computer when we're playing anyways.
Yeah.
So is it much different to play with your voice than it is to just yell at it when things don't go as planned?
Yeah, because I tend to not be helpful with my voice when I'm playing.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So the game is going to play a lot like you have all these supporting characters, and when you say something and they do it, like put your shields up, follow
Help me, Johnny. Help me, baby Jesus. Help me, Oprah Winfrey.
That's odd. This is a
Make it so.
PlayStation 4 game, and I'm sure that I just saw something on the screen. I'll rewind it, and so you're going to see it again after you see it the first time or something. Full keyboard and mouse controller support for the PS4.
Yeah. I thought that's pretty much that was PS4 was coming out with mouse keyboard.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the big thing, and we kind of humorously said, well, what's the difference between that and a PC then?
Mm-hmm.
It was a console emulating the peripherals of a PC so that they could garner more market with still no
Starring Will
application.
Wheaton. What?
Yeah,
Yep.
Will Wheaton's in it. Why does that make you want to buy it?
No.
I didn't think so.
I heard Will Wheaton's got a new TV show coming up or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're also, I think he also just did a Kickstarter and got funded for, is it tabletop that they do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Board games.
I know Will Wheaton's really big into the tabletop gaming, so
Yeah.
like he needs your money to release a tabletop game. See, this is where I
No, not the actual game. They just, it's a TV series
A
where they
video
just play.
film.
They play a
Playing a
different,
tabletop.
yeah. They play a different one each week.
Needs
And
your
he
money
has-
for that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't expect him to put his own money in.
Of course not. He's too good for that.
All right, does anybody get their hands on an NVIDIA Shield yet? I don't
No.
even have a desire to, but
the
Yeah.
$1,100 one.
is it that much? Yeah. No. I don't know. They cut it by... No, it's not $1,100. I think it's like $300.
Okay, that's not the one. I know Nvidia's got that $1,100 graphics card, which
Oh, no, not the graphics card. The Shield, which is the
the
portable...
never mind.
It looks like a controller with a little screen on it.
Yeah.
And the idea is that you can stream your PC games when you're out of the house now.
yeah.
Which is good, I guess, if you have a Wi-Fi connection on the bus or train or whatever you like to take mass transit-wise and you want to keep busy
And
doing
the
something.
screen.
I don't know.
Does this come with a screen?
Yes, this comes with this. You don't remember?
No, I don't remember at all.
The screen's attached to, like, the controller.
It is?
So that
yeah,
notch-
okay, I
That,
remember. Yeah,
that
I
notch
see
you
it.
see in the top front is, like, where it flips up. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we don't need to talk about that thing since we're so involved with it.
That no, only two of us don't even really remember, and I just don't care. Like, yay!
I
So,
Okay.
I guess Windows Phone is a really difficult to make applications for or something, because there's a thing here that says Unreal 4 is going to support Windows Phone, but not anytime soon. Yet, doesn't Unreal already support Android and iOS?
Yes, they do.
Is that because there just isn't much of a market for it, or because it's that difficult to work with? I don't know.
I think it's the market. Because I recall them saying that the Unreal Engine would make it to the Windows Phone a while ago.
Yeah.
Of course, between that time and now, Unreal Engine 4 has been released. But I don't think it's difficult to develop an app for. It's just I don't think the market's there for them to care enough. I don't blame them.
Well, if they keep updating Windows 8, then I guess they have to keep updating the engine to make it work with it.
Well, and maybe Unreal guys at Unreal have just said, you know what, we're not going to jump on this sinking ship of Windows.
Yeah. Well, there was supposed to be that update to make it more easy to access the desktop, wasn't there?
Yeah, that happened on Tuesday.
So it
and,
already happened, and I haven't heard anybody talk about it, probably because no one
well,
No one
who
cares.
has any brains has purchased it since.
the day it happened was also the day that a lot of the news came out about this SSL, TSL, TLS vulnerability. It's kind of took over the news. That's a web encryption vulnerability that happened, the heartbleed bug. So if anybody was going to talk about the updates for Windows 8, it just didn't happen.
Right, because I did find, I understand it's a bit of a skip of topics, but I mean, we can jump down to like number 29, the last one there. Microsoft posts and pulls videos of Windows 8 live tiles, which somebody else goes on to talk about how this Windows 8 live tiles is also supposed to have some representation of what's going on to make it more desktop friendly, which then makes me go on and wonder, well, what does tiles have anything to do with the desktop? I thought that's what we were fixing.
It's pure classic this generation of Microsoft, where they just go, hey, people are complaining because like they don't have a start button. All right, what should we do? Let's do like tiles.
Yeah.
It's
You know what? Let's give them a start button and make it so that the start button can't go anywhere, do anything, and it'll always be there. They wanted a start button, we'll give them a fucking start button. And so they got start button. But from my understanding is that start button is just a more of a pain in the ass than anything.
I just don't understand why Microsoft seems to think that every single person that has a desktop computer, their secret dream is that they want to be able to touch it. Well, actually, then again.
Breezy, where's Breezy?
Really, what is wrong with you?
I'm also wondering how much of this is actual official. Because listen to this guy talk about Windows.
Start screen across all the Microsoft devices.
I don't know if you can hear it so well. I can barely hear it. But he goes on and has all kinds of issues actually speaking and
our designs through live demo.
and talking about various elements. All right, I can't hear it very well to talk about where he's going wrong in the conversation, but it's quite a mess of a video. I think if anybody with any real clout on in the world would see this video and say, "What the hell's wrong with you?" and pull it down.
Yeah, maybe. Well, didn't this get pulled?
I don't know. I just got it this morning from.
I think it did.
I just got it this morning from YouTube, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's uploaded by somebody else, probably, is it?
I don't know.
Windows blog Italia. Okay, maybe. I don't know. But maybe I just think that topic says that it was pulled. So I wonder if they pulled it because it's so bad.
It is really bad.
Like, the video quality in general is not very good.
At least he did different camera angles.
Amazing editing.
Okay, we were talking about Unreal. Unreal is going to end up on the Amazon Fire TV.
Why?
That is just unreal.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's already available on Android, and all they had to do was write the article. They didn't have to do anything else. Yeah. All right, something else that you're very interested in, I'm sure, is the Titanfall game. They have a map pack coming in May. But they're also saying that there's going to be new modes and DLC that is all going to be free with the game. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I watched a little YouTube video, I don't know why, on the biggest game fails of 2013. Little late in the year to be talking about that, but one of them was the DLC for that game that gave you a difficulty mode for $5. And this is kind of what it reminds me of, is games that are coming out now with planned DLC releases, especially ones that have planned DLC release like on day of release. Oh, you can buy the day one DLC, $15. You know what?
That's
fuck off. That's
always bothered me. Yeah, that's always bugged me. That
it's bad enough you get day one patches, but to have day one DLC for an additional fee.
I don't mind.
Essentially what they're doing is they're doubling the retail price of the game, and the consumers are not picking up on that.
Remember when they kept saying that it was this sort of this thing of, oh, don't worry, the DLC. This was stuff that we had sort of the scope of the game mapped out, and then as we were wrapping up, we said, oh, we could have additional stuff. So it just so happened that we released the DLC when the game had come out. Like basically, this was just extra stuff that we had the time to do, or as we were wrapping up, we had artists do that, and then they sort of backtracked it again. Now it's like, oh, or here's the season pass. Here's DLC that we plan to make after the game is done. And
in other words, it's already done. And
right.
I know. I was just gonna say I don't necessarily mind day one patches, providing they're like relatively small. So if I have to download like a 200 meg patch or something, whatever. What I shouldn't be doing is downloading like a 2.5 gig patch because the entire game is broken.
Well, that's the I guess the bigger thing that bothers me is you've got a game that's coming out with day one DLC. Most AAA titles are doing this now. Day one DLC, and you end up with a game that is being released broken. Mm-hmm. Battlefield 4 is still broken, yet there's DLC was available day one, and they've gone through just about their entire cycle of the season pass or whatever the fuck it's called of available DLC for Battlefield 4. You released a broken game, and you're charging people to play it to overlook the brokenness of it, and that's what's wrong with the industry. Mm-hmm. There's no innovation, and there's no quality, let alone quality control. There's no quality.
I understand the first set of maps that come as DLC. It's if you go out there, you're making this gigantic game, so you're going to make all the maps that you can, all these ideas, but you're only going to ship it with the best. I don't think you're pulling punches by shipping only the best and then later finessing these and saying, here's some DLC, we didn't want to release it with the real game. But I guess I do have an issue with paying for it.
Well, paying for
how much work they put into it.
It would be fine if the game itself was of a certain, high standard. Mm-hmm. Where at the case of the moment, this is not what happens. It's you get a substandard game and then you get DLC after it, and it's like, well, why could this not have been in the game? Like in the days of expansion packs, like we Call of Duty UO, and back then you got a terrific game that you played for tons of hours, and then they released an expansion pack, and it was like, oh shit, cool, I got more stuff to play.
Right. Like if Azura issued a pack tomorrow, I'd be like, well, what do you think it?
But now it's like you get a game that's lacking in substance, and it's like, oh, this kind of sucks. And then the DLC comes out, oh, day one DLC, and you end up buying it because you're like, oh, maybe no, this sucks as well. This was made in like 20 minutes. It's just like,
yeah, I miss the times where it's like, hey, you've got this great base game, and in the meantime, we know you all have been enjoying the base game for a while, but here's what we've been working on in the meantime. We've got all this great new content for you, released as an expansion. Mm-hmm. That's just not happening anymore. It's just this idea of we're going to make a game, and then we're going to sell you the rest of it via DLC.
I could see that happening with the next Wolfenstein game.
Oh,
Wolfenstein? I don't know which way you want me to say that. Yeah. And I'm not sure I understand the crowd they're trying to target with this. I watched the video, and it kind of felt old school. Yet this game by Bethesda Software is supposed to be like...
This is actually, I said I watched that stupid video on the fails. This is what I actually was watching, was the Wolfenstein stuff, and I gotta say I'll probably get this game more than likely for the single player. Not probably so much for the multiplayer, but I could be surprised.
The last one was so linear.
Yes. This one looks pretty good from the videos. Now, am I going to get it? Am I going to get it on day one? Negative. Am I going to pre-order? Most definitely not.
I will wait until after you've bought it and played it, as I did with the last one.
You can pre-order the non-game though, right now.
Yeah, I get that.
Then you
I
get
just-
this. Yeah, go on.
I like the people who are developing it. Their previous work I think has been great, but
What is their previous work?
Riddick, all the Riddick games,
I haven't played them.
Syndicate.
That was okay.
They
I
were,
love Syndicate.
they were kind of cool, and they managed to get Vin Diesel to do it as well, which
Okay.
And then I think is it called Darkness? Darkness
Which is
2.
essentially Riddick's. They like the dark horror aspect, but it looking at this and how it plays out and some of the other videos I've seen of actual gameplay, it's like a more actiony Lara Croft is what it's making me think of.
Maybe. It could be.
It's just I feel kind of weird about it because I was initially very excited when I found out who was developing it. I was like, we don't really need another Wolfenstein game, but okay, the people developing it, I like the previous games, but for some reason, the more I see of it, the less excited I am about it, and the more I'm like, I'll just wait for a review and a sale. And I can't quite pinpoint why that is. Maybe it's because Bethesda has something to do with it.
I've never been a huge Wolfenstein fan anyway, or Stein fan anyways, but
I remember playing the very original Wolfenstein, where it was just it wasn't even like a 3D game or first-person shooter. It was a top-down. Like, I'm talking old school.
Yeah, the very first one.
You know what I saw the other day, which is this is vaguely related. It was an image that was like, back in the day, if you had an argument with somebody, you'd settle it here, and it was a picture of a map from Modern Warfare 2.
Back in the day?
Yeah, and I was like, what? How is that back in the day?
You're getting old, Welshy.
Yeah, apparently.
A 14-year-old?
Yeah, well, yes.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Back in the day with Modern Warfare. No.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, we took this to the Tetris floor.
Back in the day, Call of Duty didn't suck.
Back in the day, we fired up the Pong until it took it to the streets.
Took it to the streets.
Street Pong? Is that what it was?
Smaller pack.
Street Pong. That just reminds me of like Street Countdown. Oh, it's like that.
Yes. All right.
Street Pong just tennis?
Yes.
Yeah. Outdoor Pong.
What are you guys playing?
I'm genuinely waiting for the Kinect, like tennis game. That's gonna be hilarious because that is just gonna be.
I think they've already got that, don't they?
We did it. I don't know if Kinect did.
I thought I saw a commercial where the girl beat the tennis player.
Or like the Oculus tennis game, and you get a tennis racket. And it's
All right. Dinosaur. Here comes a potential dinosaur game.
No dinosaur game is ever going to replace Turok. Mind you, I did have a blast playing that dinosaur game. What the hell was it called?
Primal Carnage, yeah.
Primal Carnage. I did have a blast playing that. It's just unfortunately it didn't gain a big enough following to have any servers that had people in it all the time. So
Yeah,
this looks very Turok-ish.
You get to ride the dinosaur.
Oh,
That sounds a lot like something you pay extra for.
So you're like a low-tech native of the land, and you're using the dinos. Yeah, you got a bow
and a knife. He's Turok. How can this not be called Turok?
Oh, reading the article on this though,
Turok had guns.
it's like DayZ but with dinosaurs.
Oh no.
Yeah, because like the biggest threat, you can fight like T-Rexes and Velociraptors, but the biggest threat will come from other hunters.
Great.
And you can salvage and craft items and count. Yeah, it's just a DayZ but with dinosaurs.
No,
Well, it might have
unfortunately,
PvE
I
and
see that
PvP.
failing, man.
Take down rare or difficult dinosaurs.
Well, yeah, it will have like PvP. That's the problem.
Right, but it might have PvE, which I'll.
Oh, well, yeah, it will. That'll be the
Yeah,
dinosaurs,
PvE
right?
is fine, except you have too many people that'll just sit there and they'll shoot first and ask questions later. That's the same problem that happened with DayZ.
And the other one, whatever that other one was, I can't remember the name of. Where it'll just be, oh, I'm dead again.
Yet there are other
Yep.
creatures roaming about who have no problem taking your meal from you. Without my third fundamental campsite item,
All right.
T-Rex is highly unlikely.
I'm a little confused by this.
That third and very important item would be the totem.
I know I'm in the minority, but this trend that's clearly spawned from Minecraft. I mean, because this is all like the evolution of Minecraft and Minecraft likes. I don't dig it. I don't like
No.
it.
I'm saying World of Warcraft.
And say World of Warcraft.
It looks like they're trying to with elements of strategy games, right?
Yeah. 12-year-olds don't typically have strategy, and that's essentially what's going to end up dominating this game and destroying it.
I see
Same
this
thing as what happened with
world building.
DayZ, where you get the people that, in theory, that should work, but all it takes is one idiot, and it'll spread like a cancer, because if you get killed, you're gonna be more cautious about approaching people and teaming up, and then essentially that just keeps spreading and spreading, and then it's everybody for themselves, and the game is going to fail.
Because Breezy talked me into playing DayZ. I was like, no, I don't really. And he talked me into it, and I jumped in. I was like, all right, fine. I jumped in, and yeah, it was literally I took about 10 steps and got shot in the face, which ironically is armor sometimes. But it wasn't. I just didn't find it fun at all. It was like, oh, okay, I just spawned, so I'll just hit the prone button and I'll just lie here for a bit, because if I get up, I'm gonna get shot. And it's just like it wasn't fun. And then that other game that I really can't remember the name of, you just had people camping around the safe areas. So you'd go, oh look, there's a safe area up ahead, and then 20 people would jump out of a hedge. And it just wasn't fun. It was like, oh, this sucks. I'm dead again. And then, yeah, like as Stryder was just saying, it turns into, now I have to do that. So now I'm sitting in a hedge waiting for people, because that's the only way to play the game.
Great game.
And this, I imagine, will be what this will be.
Well, perhaps the saving grace will be the character creation system. Or at least that's what I think of this next game, where they have that seems like the only thing they're touting is the ability to do like endless configurations with the face and hair and the everything.
Oh, this I saw this. It's like with the
black something.
yeah. It's with the character creation looks
Black
really
Desert,
good.
which is a Korean
Black Desert.
MMO.
Yeah, it does look great.
I call bullshit on that it looks that good in the game though.
I could see it looking like this. There was another game that had lots of configuration options, but once you're in the game, it
Guild
just
Wars
didn't
2.
matter.
Guild
Maybe-
Wars 2 did the same thing. You could
Yeah.
you could go through and create, change hairstyles and body types and facial features and all of that, and change all of that, and you go in, you create your character, and for the most part, you don't see any of that shit.
You just look at the back of their head.
Yeah. I thought about this when I saw this video. I said, well, this looks fantastic, but from every game that I've ever played that gives you great customization, in the end, I'm the only person that ever really takes a look at that stuff, and I usually don't do it beyond the too much beyond the character creation screen. After that, it's just
I don't typically care. I don't want to
Yeah.
have to sit and spend like 4 hours making my character and then just
right.
I don't.
Eventually, I change out some broad features, and then that's it. I don't get into details because it doesn't really matter. Nobody's gonna kind of come up to your character and start gazing at you.
I don't know. It's an MMO.
Yeah, there is that possibility that that'll happen.
I know. I get what they're showing off, like how it's almost very close to like a 3D model editor. This
What-
because you're like literally.
What would be cool about this is if it's going to be a game that's going to provide you with cutscenes, facial animations, and things like that, where your character is actually talking, and you're going to see the character you created portrayed in that.
Well, I think you do, because, well, I don't know about cutscenes, but there's animations on the model while you're, I think the character's blinking and...
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Like, so not just while you're creating it, but while the gameplay is actually going on, and if there is a special sequence, your character gets injected into that, and the character you created then becomes part of it. That gives you a little bit of buy-in as the player.
Well, that's one of the things Mass Effect has done really well, is they do that. It's not in-engine cutscenes, obviously. Well, it's in-engine, so it's not pre-rendered cutscenes. But yeah, it gives you that thing of like, oh, there's my guy with the armor I'm wearing, and Star Wars did it as well, actually, to a pretty good effect.
It'd be cool if people sort of NPCs treated you differently based on certain things that you
aspects of your
certain aspects that you did during character creation. Nothing's very sort of transparent in that sense, though, where it's like, oh, if you choose a fat character, then they're going to treat you differently. Like, I don't know, just small subtle changes possibly that give a little bit more weight.
Making references to cake.
Oh, I am now. That'd be nice, because it'd give it more weight. Just you don't know quite how characters or other characters.
I know what you mean, though. Yeah, like, and if you again, I go back to Star Wars. Star Wars did this where if you had a group of you, like if there was multiples in a conversation, they would recognize that fact, and the NPC would talk to you as a group rather than.
Oh, that's cool.
So it wouldn't be just like the subtle versions of it, where instead of going like saying you, it would say we. Kind of thing. It was like it would recognize that there was a group of you and talk to you, use pronouns and whatever that is to a group. So it's like it wasn't just the same stock. So if you played it by yourself, it would be slightly different.
That's cool. That's the nice subtle detail that is needed.
This kind of looks cool, but it's never going to come out in North America.
Okay. I don't want to comment on some of the comments.
For once, we kept that clean. That was I'm quite impressed.
Not necessarily the comments.
A couple more.
The chat window.
A couple more topics. Yep. There is yet another VR headset coming out. This one with a higher end display. 2.5K display.
Oh.
From Game Face Labs. And what they're saying is such a great thing about this is fewer wires and whatnot, because they're integrating some processing within the headset itself. Where all the others are really just visors, screens, yeah.
That may or may not be a good thing, depending on the latency caused by the processing of the GPU on board with the glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Have they done anything aside from just kind of announce?
No. Well, there's some stuff that you can take a look at. I'm still not interested in the VR headset, so whatever.
Just picture glasses with 2 video cards strapped to your head.
While your body is strapped to this Omni plastic thing.
The Omni? I'll never get old.
Which, by the way, is supposed to be coming out in July.
In the July.
Oh, I'll have one set up right here. My socks and everything.
He's going to do the show from the Omni.
Yeah. He'll be looking around like that guy with the... Because there was the guy that was doing he had the Virtuix Omni and he had the Oculus on, and he was shooting things in, what was that, Half-Life 2 or something?
Half-Life 2, yeah.
It was...
It's going to be a lot of standing, Ham.
Running in a shuffle.
Running in a shuffle.
He won't realize where the camera is, so he'll be facing the other way.
There isn't any place to go while you're on the show, so I don't know why you'd be using it. Unless you're stuck. Then I understand from playing on this game.
Can you free
Somebody please send help. Okay, That's all I got.
Yeah, we did it.
Oh, no, there's one more thing,
Oh.
which I showed, I threw in a chat window somewhere. PAX East,
Yeah.
there's a new promo thing going on.
And it's not just PAX.
I'm going to play this.
I have to find this. Apparently, you can get them at GNC's. You can buy them at PAX, and you can buy them at GNC's soon.
Yeah,
I don't have GNC's up here, so I'm going to have to get you to get me some foil.
Okay, it's
GNC?
It's oatmeal made to help you game better.
It's just bullshit, but I want the cards that are in it.
It comes with Cards Against Humanity. Cards inside.
That explains the card list. Okay.
It is cards. Is really, or it's Cards Against Humanity. It's just a way to get it. But yeah, pone meal, because it's just oatmeal. Strawberry oatmeal, blueberry oatmeal, banana oatmeal, and cinnamon.
With a ridiculous commercial. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I want it just because each pack comes with different cards in it, and of course I'm a freak for the Cards Against Humanity.
A freak is putting it.
It is I tell you what, if we ever get to sit down and play the game, it is super funny.
Well, we did, like 2 years ago, when they gave us those little smaller packs.
Yeah, but we didn't really. Like I've got I don't know, was it down here or is it upstairs? I think it's upstairs.
The box
But
set.
I've got I bought it at PAX last year, the full set, and yeah, it's funny shit. Nothing is better.
Not cheap.
Nothing is better than a white card with your name on it. Or worse than a white card with your name on it.
All right, that wraps it up. You guys have anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, I didn't put the link in for that. I should have done that.
I don't have it, so I don't know.
I do. Hang on.
I won't be on the show, not next week, but the week after.
Is he too important?
Is he
for
being
us?
deported?
Yeah, no, I'm running 10K. I'm doing the Vancouver.
Get out.
Yeah, I'm doing the Vancouver Sun Run. Seriously,
Guy.
I kid you not, I'm doing that. It's at 9 a.m. I'm gonna be running 10K. I could do 4 easily at the moment, so.
So 10 will be no problem in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So in 2 and 3 weeks from now, we won't see you. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just let us know what hospital to send the flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just get them to hook me up with a IV full of beer. That'll sort me out.
All right. Anybody else?
I don't have a link for it, but Blizzard announced that Hearthstone is going to do the expansion soon, and it's a single player expansion. So based on
That's
World
the
of Warcraft.
is that the free one? Is that free?
Yeah, it's the free card game, collectible card game. And I thought that was interesting that they're going to release single player content for it. And it's coming soon. Don't know what soon really means, but yeah. So look out for that.
Okay.
That's all I got.
That's all he's got. All right, then I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to thank our hosts for taking the time out to chat today, and then I'm going to head over and do some more work. Welshy, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem.
Stryder, thank you very much for joining us.
It's always an adventure.
Ham, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and I'm going to thank you, the listeners of MODSonair.com, subscribers of MODSonline.com. You make the show possible. We'll be back next week with more to talk about games. See ya. Go play some. Yeah. Thanks for watching this week, and come back next week when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@modsonair.com. And please consider subscribing to modsonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners. And now, with all the security threats that are out there, remember to change your password.
looks like a South Park.
SpongeBob. I was just say SpongeBob episode.
I like some of these. I was thinking of putting some of these on Mods Online. Your password must include punctuation. Must be 15 characters long.
I feel the pain of this though, because this happens to me quite a lot, where it's an account of something that I don't log into that often, and you're like, what the fuck is the password? And it's like, and I use one that's like, okay, no, it's not that. What? And you're like, what is it?
I had a bank last week say, here's your security question to help you answer and get into the site. And what's your first car? Oh, well, it's this car. No, that's not it. I'm like, wait, that has to be it. So I tried it again. Nope, sorry, your account has been locked. Please contact support. Sorry, support is only open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm like, what? Nope. So I can't get into my account until, Monday.
Come on.
At work we were gonna introduce a similar password policy, like, you had to have after about 5 minutes of thinking about it, it's like, no, because I will spend my entire day resetting passwords otherwise.
I gotta think that's like one of your jobs. Almost.
Yeah.
Just like, helping people with their personal computers. But, that's what he gets paid for, right? It's not. Okay, guys. Go have some fun and don't forget to tip your accountant, especially if you're meeting him in the next couple days.
Bye, everybody.
Yes.
By the sounds of that statement, tell people where you're going first.